Hello you guys, what is up? Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. My name is Ruby, I live in New York City, and this is my lifestyle channel here on YouTube. If you have not already, please be sure to join the community by subscribing. Our next really big goal here for this channel is to hit 10K. Also make sure to go ahead and follow me on TikTok if you want to see more content from me in general. I post there daily, but I wanted to sit down today and film a current favorites video for you all. These are some of my favorites to just like film and watch. I feel like there was a period of time where I kind of did these sporadically, and then I tried to do them monthly, and now I feel like the best way for me to do these personally is anytime I just have a new group of products that I like, whether it's monthly, whether it's every other month. You know what? It's when I'm feeling it, okay? It's my channel. We can do what we want here. And recently there have just been quite a few products that have stolen my heart. We have skincare, we have makeup, and we have fragrance today. So without further ado, let's just dive right in. I'm gonna have every single product linked down below. And I think we just get going, because the longer I keep this intro, the longer you have to wait to see these amazing products. Let's go ahead and start with skincare, because I feel like I've kind of switched up my routine recently, both with products that I've purchased myself and products that I've been gifted in PR that I ended up falling in love with. I'm someone who keeps my skincare routine pretty consistent for a couple of months at a time, and then I'll move on just because I feel like that's what works best for my skin, but also somebody who gets gifted a lot in PR. I like to try and use what I'm given. And so these are like the top tier products that are in my current rotation. The bottle looks a little gross because this has been sitting on my bathroom counter for a couple of weeks now, but we must talk about this cleanser. This is from Prequel, and this is their Cleanser, but their salicylic acid formula. If you haven't heard of this brand, Prequel, but specifically their Cleanser, it is a glycerin based cleanser, so it's really hydrating and moisturizing. It's not going to strip your skin of its natural oil. In fact, it's gonna leave your skin feeling even softer. And I was in Target about a month ago, and I realized that they had a salicylic acid formula that was great for like combo or oily acne prone skin. But what's phenomenal about this formula is it still has 50% glycerin in it, so you are not getting any more drying of a formula. So it's still super gentle, but oh my god, is it effective. I feel like my skin has never looked smoother, and I was out of town like a week ago, and I genuinely missed using this. It lathers so well. It is a luxury to get to use, and it comes in a huge bottle. This is gonna last me a couple of months easily. It's 13.5 ounces. I can honestly say that this is one of the best cleansers that I've ever used, and I attribute the results that I've seen, you know, in my skin recently with this heavily. Along with this, can you tell that I've been absolutely loving this product? Hello, it's almost gone. This is a brand new launch from Ulla Henriksen, although it's now available to purchase. They sent this to me early though, which thank you so much, Ulla. These are their Detox Drops 2% Salicylic Acid Acne Toner. Again, a salicylic acid product. Look, if you know something works for you, use it. This toner, I don't even know where to start here. Let's start here. Similar to the cleanser, it is so gentle and yet so effective. What's amazing is typically with like acid-based toners or toners that are meant to like treat breakouts and kind of even out your skin, they say that you can't always use them every single day. However, this one you can. I have been, and I have had zero problems with my skin reacting negatively to it. Texture be gone. Breakouts be gone. I truly like, I feel like I just need to forever and always now have this in my skincare routine. It also has this really nice kind of subtle cooling sensation on the skin as the toner is drying, which I just really love. Again, it just feels like a luxury to use. All right, let's talk about a serum that I've absolutely been loving. Now, in full transparency, the current bottle that I'm using, I was sent in PR. However, I have purchased this product multiple times with my own money. It is definitely an investment. I am not claiming that it will work for everybody, but it has worked so well for me, and so I really do just want to talk about it. If you are interested in it though, I would say please do your research, get a sample first. This is the Double Serum from Clarins. I feel like this is such a popular product on the internet. You've probably seen this. It's known for like its kind of by product packaging. The oil sits kind of on the outside, and then the serum is in this middle little part here. This is the only kind of oil hybrid serum that I have used that doesn't make my skin feel greasy, and that also truly like absorbs into the skin. This is also stunning for makeup prep. I use this in both the day and the night, but when I use it during the day, I swear my makeup just looks like even better. When I'm consistently using this product in my rotation, because it's been in my rotation a few times in my life, I always notice that my skin looks just so much brighter and just like healthier, plumper, and it also just like feels so smooth when I'm using this. Also, just a little shout out for the packaging. You know how I love packaging, but I feel like this is so innovative. On the top of the packaging, there is a little kind of like twist dial where you can actually control how much product comes out. I just love it. I do. It's an investment, but one that like I know works for my skin so well, and so I had to shout this out. Last current skincare favorite is the daytime moisturizer that I have been loving. Can you tell I've been really obsessed with like breakout prevention products? Since we're going into like peak summer, that's typically when my skin can get a little bit reactive and kind of bumpy and textured, so I've been like trying to combat it before it starts. This is from Kiehl's. It's a relatively newer product from them. I believe I first received it in PR about a year ago. Since then, I've repurchased it twice. This is their expertly clear acne treating and preventing lotion with 1.2% salicylic acid. Guys, I didn't even do that on purpose. It's truly just my ingredient of choice, I guess. This is a phenomenal acne treating and preventing gel moisturizer. You know how I love a gel moisturizer, especially in the summertime. But again, what I love about this product and this formula is it doesn't dry my skin out. It actually makes my skin feel moisturized, which I feel like is a sacrifice that you make with a lot of other kind of like acne treatment and prevention moisturizers is yes, they treat the acne, but you're definitely like dealing with a little bit of dryness and sometimes irritation. Not this at all. I use this literally every single day. I feel like I don't hear nearly enough people talking about this product, so I wanted to make sure I did like a specific highlight of this because oh my god, it's so good. All right, next let's chat about makeup. I don't have a ton of makeup to chat about, but the products that I do have, I am so passionate about. I feel like it's kind of rare for me in a favorites video to not have a ton of makeup products to share, but honestly, I've been very into like ultra minimal looks, except for when I'm filming like today. However, on any other day, I've typically either not been wearing any makeup or wearing like 3 to 4 products on my face. And these are the ones again that I've just like been reaching for and are so top tier. Up first, arguably one of the most iconic products, and can you believe it took me until 2025 to finally try these? The Drunk Elephant De-Bronzy Drops. Again, I don't know what took me so long to get on the bandwagon. I just feel like there are so many other bronzing drops on the market, so many others that kind of caught my eye first from brands that I tend to use a little bit more, and I kind of felt like, look, I've already found other ones that I love. Why do I need to try this one? Curiosity finally got the best of me though at Sephora a couple of months ago, and so it's like, you know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and pick this up and see what the hype is all about. Drunk Elephant, I am so sorry because I don't think I could live without this now. Now, what I will say is I don't like using these on their own, but that's kind of how I feel with like all bronzing drops. I will either mix this into my moisturizer or into my SPF, and this gives you the most stunning bronze glow to the skin. And I feel like something about it is very different from the other bronzing drops that I have in the sense that it almost, especially when mixing with my SPF, gives this like beautiful veil of coverage and like evenness to my skin. I kid you not, there have been multiple days where I am not wearing foundation. I will mix this in with my SPF and multiple people will stop me and say, what foundation or skin tint are you using today? It's so pretty. And I'll say to them, I'm literally not wearing a product that gives my skin coverage. I'm just wearing something that gives it like a bronze little glow. So good, such a treat, such a dream to use. And again, I'm sorry that it took me literally years to finally try this. One thing to note about me, I love a good clear brow gel, and I feel like I've maybe talked about this in the past, either here or on my TikTok, but it is a favorite again because I just got a fresh little bottle. The Milk Kush Brow Lamination Gel. This is one of the only brow gels, specifically lamination gels, that I truly just love. It is a pleasure to use. It does not make my brows feel super stuck or sticky or like they've been hairsprayed down and they're gonna break. It gives hold, but it's so comfortable. I also love the brush. I hope you can see this. Autofocus, don't let me down. But you have shorter bristles on one side and then a bit longer ones on the other. I don't know if this is actually the intended order of use for the brush, but I really love using the shorter side to really like scrub the formula into my brows. And then I use the side with the longer bristles to really comb through them, press them and lay them down into the shape that I want. My brows are good to go all day, all night. I love using this during full glam days, no makeup days, truly any day. And again, I just feel like it's a really underrated product and it needs more love. I've been using these blushes from CL for quite a few months now, but I felt like now was especially like the perfect time to add them into a current favorites because of the fact that they have SPF in them. I really do consider CL one of like the ultimate kind of summer makeup brands because all of their products have SPF, including their cosmetic products, which is just like genius. The official name for these are their Blush and Protect Liquid Blushes. They have SPF 50 in them. I have 4 different shades. The one that I've currently been using though is the shade Kirsty. It's a beautiful kind of like neutral rosy nude, very ruby shade. It's a beautiful creamy formula that truly does help to like smooth and blur out the skin. They're so blendable. You can use your finger, a brush, a sponge, a really decent amount of pigment, but not anything to be intimidated by. And what I love is while this does eventually dry down, you get a second to work with it. So you don't have to be like ultra careful. It's not a beginner friendly product. I would love for them to come out with even more shades. CL, if you're listening to this, I know that you don't know who I am, but this formula is everything. I'd even love to see kind of some more like pearlescent sheeny shades. A slightly different formula I think could be really fun, but these are beautiful. They're kind of a soft matte. That's how I would classify them. Lastly, but certainly not least for makeup, this is technically kind of a skincare product. I should have included this in the first half of the video. It's fine, we're gonna talk about it here anyways. The Topicals Slick Salve Lip Balm. Dare I say I've been through 5 of these since they launched, and I'm not ashamed to admit that. I'm truly just a genuine fan. First of all, this lip balm is mint flavored. I love a mint lip balm. balm, which I feel is kind of controversial even though I didn't think it was. This is packed with ceramides, hyaluronic acid, glycerin, and rice bran wax. This is one of the thickest, most hydrating lip balms I have ever tried. I would actually kind of classify this as a lip treatment. It is quite thick and sticky, which normally I don't love in a lip product, but the results that I get from this make it so worth it. I literally do not care. My lips have never been softer. They have never felt more healed. I love using this as my overnight lip mask. It's kind of the primary way that I use this, but I also love taking just a little bit on my finger and dabbing it right in the center of my lips when I'm doing a very easy kind of no makeup look and I just want a little bit of shine on my lips. Maybe I have just a little bit of liner on and I don't want to do a full gloss, but I want something that's going to give me some hydration and sit on my lips for multiple hours because wow, this formula is long lasting. Oh, I love it so much and it smells so good, so minty fresh. And it's not overpowering though. It's truly one of just like the most special formulas, and I feel like the kind of overarching theme in this favorites video is just like effective products, and this does exactly what it says it will do and more. If my lips are dry and cracked one day, maybe just kind of looking lackluster, even just using this for one night transforms my lips. I have one by my bedside, I have one at my office desk because our office can get kind of dry and like dusty, and sometimes my lips don't really like that. Oh, and I also keep one in my gym bag because like I said, I'm obsessed, won't be stopped. I love you topicals. Lastly, but certainly not least, let's talk about 3 fragrances that I have been loving. You guys know I am fragrance obsessed. I am a fragrance collector and connoisseur, if you will, and there have been 3 that have really been stealing my heart recently, and I feel like they're all pretty different, which I love. First up is Pure Grace by Philosophy. Now you might be asking yourself, Ruby, if you love this so much, why did you buy a teeny tiny bottle? Great question. I wasn't sure that I was actually going to like this, let alone love this, and oh my gosh, I do. I am typically not a fresh and clean fragrance kind of gal. If you follow me on TikTok where I post a lot of fragrance content, you would know that already. And this is classified as a very kind of clean, fresh, white t-shirt fragrance. But there is something so beautiful, aromatic, a little bit green about this. It is not fresh and clean in the laundry type of way. It is like a little soapy, but like luxury hotel soapy. It is so fresh and luxe. A full-size bottle has already gone on my wish list, and even the full size is relatively affordable for perfume, especially as we're in like the very hot months of the year. This is also just a fragrance that works so well with your body heat. Oh my gosh, I have to move on. Otherwise, I'm gonna stay smelling this for hours. Up next, we have After Sun from Vacation. And now they did send this to me in PR, but they have no idea that I'm talking about this. The original Vacation perfume is one of my all-time favorites for the summertime. It is so fun and vibrant and just like one of the most special fragrances. Vacation truly puts the coolest notes in their fragrances, and this one is no exception. I love the bottle. I think it's so fun. This smells like you're at a luxury resort. You've spent the last couple of hours at the pool. There's a subtle breeze in the air. You have a silly little beverage next to you. Something super crisp and cold. You've got a nice plush towel on your chair, and you're truly just living your best life. Like, that's what this smells like, and who would not want to smell like that? It has a little bit of cucumber, a little bit of aloe in it. It kind of gives me Bath & Body Works cucumber melon vibes, but very elevated. This is crisp and sophisticated, but also so fun. Lastly, this is not a new fragrance, but it is new to me, and I have TikTok to thank for this. This is Amore by Cacharel. Now, this is not the easiest fragrance to find, but it is very readily available on Amazon, which is probably how I'll link it down below. If you, and this is very niche, but this is how TikTok ended up like recommending this to me and me finding this in my life. If you are obsessed with the way that your Amika hair care products smell, so much to the point that you could literally just stand and sniff them for hours, this is exactly what Amika hair care products smell like. This is a warm, like ambery floral with a little bit of jasmine, a little bit of vanilla, maybe almost a subtle kind of like, I don't know if it's black currant or like a berry undertone to it. All I know is that it truly smells exactly like Amika hair care products, and if it wouldn't have been for TikTok, my dream of having a way to smell like an Amika hair care product would truly just be that, a dream, and it is now a reality, and I cannot get over this. And with that, you guys, wraps up my current favorites. I hope you enjoyed watching this video as much as I enjoyed filming it. I feel like I was in a very chatty mood, and yet we kind of sped through these pretty quickly. If you'd like to see more from me, more favorites videos, more YouTube videos in general, please be sure to click that subscribe button. Again, our next big goal for this channel is to hit 10K. Also, be sure to go ahead and follow me on Instagram and TikTok. Those are my 2 other primary social media platforms. The links for those are always in the description box down below. I hope that you guys are having an amazing day, night, afternoon, whenever you all are watching this video, and I will talk to you guys again very soon. Okay, bye everybody.